What is up, guys, and welcome to the ALG League playoffs. This is day number 4. Number 4, yes, day number 4. And I am going to be bringing you guys, again, some more action. First off, we have ourselves the solo and only match tonight because the other one has been forfeited. The other match tonight that was scheduled that got forfeited was the match between Dawn of Chaos and the side of Violence, Team Violence. So Team Violence is going to take the dub. They're going to move through onto the next round of the playoffs. But this round, we still have matches to go. We have the ADS Gaming versus Innovate tomorrow or Sunday. And then tonight we have the live match that's coming up right now, and that's going to be the match between Team Clarity and the other team that I just forgot. Give me a second, I'm going to remember. Autentii Esports, there we go. Autentii Esports versus Team Clarity. And here we go. Let's get you guys the tail of the tape here for the rest of today. So tonight's series, we got ourselves the first map. That's going to be Gunrunner. Second map, St. Petrograd. Third map, St. Petrograd again. Ramaza, fourth. And then finally, at the end, we're going to see ourselves potentially with the map 5, which we haven't seen yet in the playoffs, Piccadilly, which would be a very intense and very interesting one to cast, seeing as it's the first Piccadilly we've seen in quite some time from the Search and Destroy standpoint, obviously. So, but coming to you guys, don't worry. I'm going to increase the volume for game volume and everything like that. I'm just adjusting things right now as we get this preamble continued. And we have ourselves some Call of Duty action coming your way shortly as the players are still loading in. We have the host ready. We just need all of the members of both the teams in the lobby here. So far, it's all CLR, so Clarity. We are just missing a few players on the side of... Actually, no, it wasn't all Clarity. Now, all of Clarity is here, and we're just missing 2 more players on the side of Autentii Esports. So, Autentii Esports, let me just break this down for you folks. So, Autentii Esports, last time these guys played each other, swept through Team Clarity. Obviously, there was some issues when it came to hosting, it came to the casting, the stream production, everything. It was an absolute mess of a day. But today's a new day. We could see different results from Team Clarity. They could potentially show up bigger and badder and better and get themselves a series win and get themselves on that board and force this to a third series to decide who moves through to the next round of playoffs. But for now, we're on that second series of this round for this matchup. And Autentii Esports, they absolutely dominated in their first series up against these Titans, up against this Team Clarity side. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams play this one out, as the lobby is almost fully populated. We're just missing one last player for the side of Autentii, I believe, and then we can get ourselves into the game and get everything rolling on ahead, get the action going. But for now, as you guys start to populate in, as people start to populate in, I can tell you guys right now my prediction for the series. And I'm predicting, now that the hosting situation is going to be all done with and it's all going to be fixed up, I'm actually predicting a 5-map series for this one. I think Team Clarity were given a really lucky draw with how things worked out last time, and they are a lot better of a team and a lot better of a team than they showed up against Autentii Esports in their first round with them, their first tango with them in this first round of the playoffs. So I really think Team Clarity are going to be able to bite back up against the Wolves of Autentii Esports. And as the last player does join the lobby, we're gonna move everything into the private lobby, and then I'm gonna get the map sorted out. First off, we have ourselves Hardpoint on the map Gunrunner, one that you guys are quite familiar with, I believe. Much more if you've been watching the last few series of this first round, as Gunrunner has been such a popular map for these players, for these teams to be rocking with. And we're just waiting to get a few last players in here, as one player from the side of Clarity just left by accident there, it looks like. And it looks like a player is also absent from the side of Autentii Esports, potentially. It looks like both these teams are missing one player. So we're going to get that player in here from both sides right now, as I set up the Codcaster stuff. We should be good to go. I'm going to get you guys on. Hey, what up, Fusions? Familiar face, love to see it. But Autentii Esports up against Team Clarity. It's going to be a smooth one, folks. Well, I think it's going to be a smooth one, as it's going to be back and forth, and both of these teams are going to really put out all that they can, and they're going to make this a super exciting series to watch. And hopefully tonight, things on the technical side move a lot more smoother. But as you guys continue to populate the stream, and as some of the players still have to reconnect to the lobby, I'm going to throw it over to a little ad break, just to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what's to come for the premium teams package over with ALG League. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here. We are ready. The action is coming to you right now live. This is the opening map of the series between Autentii Esports and Team Clarity. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to bring you guys this absolutely intense and awesome fiery series that it was the last time we saw these teams. This time around, the connection's better, the hosting is better, and now both these teams can really let loose a lot more comfortably without much give or take when it comes to excuses. And here we go. We have ourselves Autentii Esports off to a great start. Also with the good side to start things off on this hard point. That's going to be Autentii Esports up past 10 points to start things off. But as I say, they had good sides. Team Clarity comes in, sweeps the rug right out from under their feet, and you see a bunch of their players get to the back here and contest and now win those spawns for P2. Autentii Esports, they're going to get about 30 to 40 points here on this first hill, but how much of a difference can that really make for them as Team Clarity now have a huge foothold on this P2 hill, the P2 spawns, and they're even winning a bunch of the gunfights around. They're going to stop the first wave of Autentii players looking to try to enter on in, and that's going to be Team Clarity really stomping these Titans of Autentii in their tracks, but Sins is going to get a massive kill and look to bolster his way around and help his team get to pinch on into this hill. This hill is like a fortress, but there's a ton of doors and entryways to get inside of it. It's all about the team holding it, watching all the different angles, but Sins and the rest of the Autentii Red Esports side are going to be able to get on in there and really mess with the hold that Team Clarity has and even grab the point for themselves. So now Team Clarity on the back foot, going on to P3 with 25 points only to their name, and Autentii Esports passing 60 points to go towards this next one, as Team Clarity backs aren't against the wall yet, but they're surely running somewhere with their tails tucked early on in this one, as Team Clarity are going to have to do a really, really good job in holding these next couple hills to really put Autentii down a couple pegs, because right now they're really feeling it as Autentii Esports is on a tear. But let's see if we can jump on with a player in Invictus who is holding this point right now, solo dolo for the side of Team Clarity. Now his reinforcements come in, and that's going to help him and his team continue to secure this point and hold this point. But just as the reinforcements came in, they were all extinguished in such a trading back and forth gunfight. And that's going to be Invictus coming back up here to try and help his team regain this point. But Autentii Esports are going to continue to grab that time. They're going to be past 75, and Autentii rearing 50 points. It's still looking like it could be a bit of a close one at the moment, but Autentii Esports definitely having the edge, looking a lot calmer and winning a lot more of their gunfights here. But this rotation is going to be a long one for the side of Autentii Esports, as Team Clarity are going to be there early, and they're going to be able to get up on this point, set themselves. Our Invictus going to park himself behind that box to grab a kill as he continues to grab his team some points on this hill. Now let's see if we can jump on to one of the other players on the side of Team Clarity. Maybe Remarks, who is getting into some sticky situations over by the point. He's going to get taken out. Now it's going to be Lucid's turn to work on that point. He's going to get taken out, but he's going to get help from Invictus and CCLP Money, who are going to help him and his team make money of that point and continue to get time on it. And that's going to be a masterful hold from them, as they're able to really hold this one well and bring themselves back into contention when it comes to the points between the two teams. Autentii Esports right now, though, earning points on that hill and even contesting the rotation from the side of Team Clarity for the next one. That's going to be massive, as Autentii Esports, they look to cut off Team Clarity as they finally look to be circulating their blood quite well. It's just going to be absolutely pinched, and the nerves are going to be closed shut, as Autentii Esports is really stoking a fire below the feet of this Team Clarity side and making them work hard for this one, as Team Clarity find themselves really back up against a few trees right here, like CCLP Money just dying off in the forest. But now he's going to be spawning over by the coal, looking to try to take away this player who's playing the scrap time, and he's going to get help from his teammate after a few love taps, of course, as they're going to be grabbing the scrap time here. Let's see if we can jump onto Autentii, who have made the early rotations for P2 Hill, and the favorable spawns for P2 that you'd like to hold at P1 as well. great work coming out of both these teams to start things off. Obviously, we have to reward Autentii Esports. Well, the points really reward themselves as they've been holding this one and playing this one quite well. And Team Clarity still really finding a lot of faults in their play. And Autentii Esports has been able to so far really exploit a lot of the holes in Clarity's offense and even defense at times. As Autentii Esports is playing on a great level to start things off. Sin's only on 9 deaths right now, 13 kills, looking great. But Brizzy lighting things up with 20 kills to his name, 21 now, as he's really earned himself a shining star in this opening map so far. Let's see if we can jump onto his POV, and as I say that, he dies off. Unfortunate stuff there. But VL also doing really well for himself, playing the point man for the side of Autentii with 1:25. And over on the side, his opposing point man, that's going to be Invictus there. Doing well for himself, but not well enough, as he does have the time, but not the kills to really make us feel a bit more comfortable there. As Team Clarity, not comfortable whatsoever, as Autentii or Esports are going to be able to hold on to this point and even hold on to it to start and look to be a lot more comfortable on the point as it continues to tick on. Stopping advancements made by Team Clarity time and time again. Autentii Esports really working well in these close quarters. But as I say this, the caster curse comes through, and we're going to see the blue men group come on in and extinguish all the red flames that are Autentii Esports' players across that hill. Team Clarity, like a wave, like a wave washing up on the surface, is just gonna wash away all their remembrance of Autentii Esports on that point. For the scrap time, though, it does go the way of Team Clarity, which is great. It keeps the lead closer within 40 minutes, within 40 seconds is close. 40 points isn't close, but Autentii Esports with this next early rotation, this is going to really sink a lot more daggers into the box that is Team Clarity's coffin at the moment in this first opening map of the series. And Brizzy coming in hot with 3 massive kills here before getting taken out. He's going to continue to earn himself some shining stripes on his army jacket here, as the army of Autentii Esports is continuing to advance at such a blistering pace that Team Clarity isn't able to match in this first opening hardpoint. Team Clarity been doing a great job in terms of trying to really keep up with the pace that Autentii Esports was running at in the opening first half, or opening first cycle of hills, rotation of hills. But now Autentii Esports just looking like they're on a completely new gear, as Brizzy gets another 3-piece in the kill feed, and Sin's on his 5 streak, not going to keep it no longer. But VL on a 5 streak of his own. Let's see if we can try to jump over to his perspective, as he's going to be on that point, looking to grab more time, and he's going to grab a kill in the smoke. That's going to put him to 6 points, 6 kills in a row here, and that's going to help his team tick on through to 250, and his teammate gets rid of his kill streak for him at the end. Unfortunate stuff there, but you know, at the end of the day, the team gets the win. They get themselves the W, and Brizzy absolutely in top form to open things off in this one, dropping an absolutely lights out 30+ kill game to open things off here, giving his team a ton of steam to really roll through the rest of these maps in this series, as Clarity gonna have to pick up the pace in this, going into this search and destroy coming up next. And I thank you guys for tuning on in and enjoying so far. Definitely leave some feedback if you guys feel like my mic or any of the audio is a bit off. If you want some of the volumes to be modified, to be changed, I can do so on our little break that we're going to be having coming up right now. So stay tuned, guys, as we jump over to ads. And I'll be with you guys shortly for our next map. Welcome back, folks. We are here and we are ready for the next map of this series. That's going to be, of course, what you guys see in front of you. St. Petrograd Search and Destroy. If you guys have been tuning in yesterday, you will have noticed that we did play a Search and Destroy Petrograd last time. And the team that came out on top was the lower seed in that one. The 7 seed winning, losing. They won it before. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure, but why, but looks like we have an issue right here with the teams in this one, as it looks like there was an issue with the game. So we're gonna end it and get this one sorted out properly here. As the game's just gonna come to an end here from a host ending. Because it gave a round for no reason over to one team after we saw there was nothing happened. The game just started and gave a round over to a team. Issues that happen. This is within the game. This isn't something of my control. This isn't something of ALG's or GG host. It's just an odd sort of glitch issue with the actual Call of Duty game itself at the moment for Modern Warfare. But we will get back into this one shortly here, as I'm just going to restart everything up. Let's get everything restarted, and we should be ready to go here shortly as we just jump back in here. Here we go. There we go. Here we go, guys. We have you guys with the action once again here between the teams, and it looks like there's an issue again with players not spawning in to start this one off. But I'm not quite sure. Both these teams seem to be playing it out. Looks like they have everybody here. So yeah, there we go. That's exactly how things are. Should be. And that's going to be a 5 versus 5 start turned into a 4 versus 5. Make that a 3 versus 5 as Autentii Esports are backed up. And they're going to get their players taken out. But Sins is going to come in with a massive 2-piece with even a beatdown in the process. Let's see if we can jump over to his POV, as he was able to do some dirty stuff to start things off here. Actually, no. I want to jump over to Brizzy, who's going to challenge for this bomb, but Remarks is going to take him out. And so now it's all up to Sins in the 1 versus 3 for Autentii Esports. Can he clutch things up here, or will Clarity be able to get themselves on the board here first in the Search and Destroy? Big first opening kill for the engagements here for this 1 versus 3. Sin's going to win that out with an headshot AR shot. And now he's going to look to maybe try to enter into this point here. He's going to open up the door, slide on out, look to challenge a player here coming up. He's going to get the challenge, and he's going to get the kill in. He needs to grab this bomb and plant that, or get the kill. He does not have any more time left to plant. He's going to just search for the kill. He shoots up at thin air just above the head of the player from Autentii. And that is going to be Clarity Gaming getting them set. No, Clarity Gaming got shot off the top of the head. Okay. Mistakes are made there by my end, folks. Little confusion. But Clarity Gaming are going to be the ones to take the opening round in the Search and Destroy, putting themselves up 1-0 in this one. Moving into round number 2, let's sit on here with Tress, who is sitting here 0-1 with the AR, but playing a pretty up-in-the-face kind of aggressive position here. And Frosty's going to open things out with a sniper shot, I believe, of his own. He's going to take out one. Another's going to drop from Remarks. Remarks, though, going to get traded out there by Sandbooster. That's going to put Tress out on the board here with the rest of his players, but CCLP Money is going to catch another. That's going to be, things are going to be all up to, things are going to be all up to Trez, as he's going to have to retake this really rough bomb site here. as he's going to get a massive kill on the sniper. He's going to look to challenge at long range another AR, and he's not going to be able to get that player down. And that's going to be Team Clarity taking 2 rounds in a row, back-to-back. Clarity heating up here. I predicted a 5-round series. Please, oh please, make my predictions come true. And that would be so spectacular as Team Clarity are coming in hot here, starting things off 2-0 in the Search and Destroy. Big ups for them. Momentum swing has gone all the way over to their favor now. They've taken all of that away from last map, and they're coming into this one feeling a lot more comfortable, feeling a lot more hot. And now, what is Autentii going to be able to do to respond? They're going to lose 1 to the massive car bomb wreckage over by Blue Car. But now 2 players are going to trade back here from Sins and Sand Booster on Frosty and Invictus. But CCLP Money is still a threat on the field to still be wary of for the side of Autentii Esports as CCLP Money takes out Tress. That's going to be big. He gets himself on the board with 3 kills, 1 death, and he's going to maybe hear the player in playing that corner. Will CCLP Money look to get rid of that player, or will he just play this angle watching water here? He's going to keep his gun out. He's going to look for that player that might be near him. I don't know if he hears number 4 right to the right of him, but he's going to catch one. Can he get the other one? He's going to snap. He's not going to get the 2-piece for the kill cam. What epicness that would have been. And we're going to get the last kill coming through from Team Clarity to get themselves a 3rd round on the board. What a beautiful start for them. Clarity, great work. Great work so far. As we see these players putting in a ton of effort, and the Clarity boys getting rewarded for all of it so far in this Search and Destroy, putting themselves up 3-0. But in Autentii Esports, 2 players still sitting on donuts. That's going to be Brizzy and VL. VL, a name that I wouldn't think would be doing this poorly in Search and Destroy, but is actually doing so. And what a sneaky play this could be, as you're going to see number 0 with the bomb. I'm going to try to jump on over to him. Pardon my my tapping, my excessive tapping there, as I tried to get over to him. I couldn't get over to him in time, and Team Clarity stuck with one player in the back. That's going to be the sniper of Frosty, trying to do everything on his own here in a 1 versus 4. He's just going to hold the nade and say goodnight to himself, as that sweet prince is going to shut the covers on himself and just get some sleep there and rest up for the next round here, as his team's going to drop the ball on it on that 4th round and get themselves set up for a 5th round, still with a lead that's going to be 3-1 in favor of Team Clarity. Autentii Esports, however, not out of the woods yet. They still have 2 more rounds they need to win back-to-back here, or back-to-back to tie things up. And things are going to get nasty with CCLP Money getting a big kill before getting traded out. Jumping over to Brizzy's POV as he's infiltrated the A site with that bomb, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to get anything to go his way there. So now we'll see if we can jump on over to another player, maybe the number 3 on the side of Autentii Esports. That's going to be Trace, looking to get some revenge on the player up top apps, and he's going to do so. Now the rest of his players are going to come in for backup here, and VL is going to spray and pray and even get the player to drop. That's going to be another round, it looks like, we're going to potentially see go the way of Autentii Esports, and they're heating up now. We're seeing Team Clarity drop the ball in 1 round and now drop a 2nd round back-to-back. Has the momentum finally come back into the hands of the 4th seed? No, is it 4? Are they 4th seed? No, 3rd seed of the entire league in Autentii Esports. Are we going to see them now finally with some hot hands to work with here, and maybe Clarity starting to get some starting to get cold hands and maybe some cold feet here, as their players are having a rough time in this one after the last 2 rounds of losses here, and going to lose a player to open things off here. Lucid's going to back his way out of this one, and Tress is now going to be playing the pinch from water. Big kills come out, trade kills come out. That evens things off at 4-4. But Trace doing some parkour to get in behind these blue players, and he's going to catch one. and maybe catch another, as Frosty's going to get himself a nice sniper kill as the Autentii players look to just cut away the forest of Team Clarity members that are just getting caught out in the open here by multiple ARs at a time here. Big plays out of Autentii Esports to turn things around here when it was looking grim and they were down 3-0 to now bring things all even Stevens at 3-3. Going into this 7th round, Autentii Esports, their guns are hot, their guns are smoking. A lot of their players doing well except for Brizzy, who still manages to hold on to a donut after 6 rounds of S&D. I don't know how he does it, but or how his team really manages, but they're doing so. He's playing the info game. That's what we'll say it, folks. That's what we'll call it. He's not playing the kill game. He's playing the info game. 'Cause that's what he's doing at the moment, is giving team info, not kills. As you see, Autentii Esports start to slowly play here for this waterside wrap. Now will that Clarity player in the back be ready for this? No, none of the Clarity players are ready for this one, as we see 3 players already sneak in behind enemy territory, enemy lines here for Clarity. And now we're going to see number 4 start moving. That's going to be Sand Booster up top here. And he's going to get meleeed out from behind. I wish it was an execution, but unfortunately, sometimes your wishes can't come true. And number 1, that's going to be the player with the bomb, going to get taken out by Remarks, who challenges the bomb carrier. They all know the bomb is down over by B. Now what's going to happen here as I try to jump onto a POV of a player that's going to be in some action here, and that's going to be Brizzy up next for some action here as he tries to jump over to the bomb. He's going to look to try to plant it. Number 3 is going to make it right behind that player's back, and Autentii Esports are going to be able to get this round after they were really grasping for straws. After that bomb had tried to get planted twice and were unsuccessful, they finally are able to stick it to the 5th player on the side of Clarity and get themselves that round to go their way. That's 4 rounds in a row, with the first round at the end of this, the 4th round of those 4 rounds being unanswered now by the side of Team Clarity. What can they do? Have they fully tilted here? Let's see if we can jump on with Frosty, who's been absolutely dinking heads out here with his sniper rifle so far. 3 heads to be exact, actually. Not absolutely dinking heads, but he's gotten 3 heads for himself. And oh my lord, he runs straight into fire and gets absolutely disintegrated as CCLP Money disintegrates Lucid with a car bomb. A team-friendly team kill. Not happy at all for the side of Team Clarity, as Remarks is going to be playing with CCLP Money. Can they get their players? CCLP Money turns on him and even gets the kill to go his way. Now this big nade's going to come in as the pinch comes in, but CCLP Money on 3 this round. Can he get himself 4? As he's going to go for the long flank with the Diddy on, and he's going to get this flank to go, and he's going to get the kill to go as Team Clarity get themselves an answering round to the onslaught of Autentii from 4 rounds straight. CCLP Money just says, this is enough. This is enough. I am the hungry beast of this lobby, and I'm going to say my team's going to win it. I don't even know what I was trying to say at the end of that one, but he's a hungry beast. That's all you guys need to know there. As he's going to get himself a massive 4 kills on that round and bolster his team's confidence back 5 ton, as he's even double positive right now. He's going 12-6. That is a 2.0 KD, folks, in S&D. This is brilliant from him. And Autentii Esports' closest player to touching that is going 10-5, also going 2-0. That's Sins, as he's doing a great job for himself. As Trace, he's going to get the opening kill here. Now, what can Team Clarity do? They're down in a 4 versus 5. Can we get another kill coming in? Lucid's going to get a big kill before getting traded out. CCLP Money is down. Lucid's down. Frosty, though, alive and trying to kick it with his teammates, as Remarks is going to be putting himself in is going to have himself in a 1 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 1 now, as he's able to get the kill on the bomb planter. The bomb does get planted. Now, will he hop on and try to get the defuse, or will he look to play the kill? Looks like he's going to hop onto it. And now will that player check it? He's not going to check it! And Team Clarity's Remarks is going to just pop the bomb, pull it out, Diffuser right in the face of that last player. He clutches the 1 versus 2 like a madman, hopping on that bomb right away. The only player I know that does stuff like that is Zinni. And Zinni is a mad monster for this side of Team Toronto Ultra. And holy cow, now we got ourselves a search on our hands here. Well, we did before, and right now it's even at it's going to possibly reach its climax, its boiling point right here with Team Clarity. CLP Money going to move up forward into that smoke first. He's going to get taken out. BL going to get a kill. Sandbooster going to get a kill. Invictus going to jump on in and get a kill to go his way as well. I want to get onto a perspective of a player here. Preferably the bomb player right here. This is going to be Lucid. He's going to get a massive kill, as it's going to be a 1 versus 3 though for himself. And he's going to have to deal with a massive pinch coming in. He's going to be sitting up top. Apps. Are these players going to know he's there? He's going to get 1 before looking to retreat here, as it's going to be a 2 versus 1 here. He's going to look to play for either moving over to B. He's going to either feint to go to B, or he's going to look to continue to play for A. That's going to be the situation. I don't know which one he's going to go with. It looks like he's going to try to entertain A, as maybe he's pulling a bit of attention away with these feints here. As it looks like the red arrows are leaving the site, he might have an opportunity to finally get the plant down, but he throws a nade. That's going to draw attention. Maybe the audio comes through, but it doesn't, as he's going to get a free plant right here. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 2 retake here. How can these Autentii players play it? As we're going to try and jump on with Triss, who looks like he's going to be entering the site first. He's going to spot out Lucid, but Lucid's going to get the kill. And Sandbooster's going to hop out from behind that pillar and finish off Lucid and finish off this round and send us to a round 11 in this first Search and Destroy of this series. Autentii Esports clawing for this 2-0 in this series tonight, and put themselves one step closer, one round closer to booking their ticket into the next round of the playoffs, the semifinals. But this Team Clarity side, they have shone through some dark times in this Search and Destroy. And now, can they do it with a bunch of pressure on their backs here, on their sticks? Can Team Clarity clutch this up? They need to see themselves with a first blood or something here to really get their hopes up in this one, as the nades are coming through. No kills are coming through just yet here, as Remarks is going to be moving right through, and they're going to try to make a play over to A. CCLP Money is going to get a big kill to open things off. Can he get any more? He's going to be playing, he's going to be looking to plant that bomb, as the A site is absolutely free in this 4 versus 3. Make that a 4 versus 2 after some great ingenuity from the side of Team Clarity's CCLP Money getting another kill, but things have been evened up after Trey and Sandbooster were able to get kills. The pinch is going to come through here now, and that's going to be the first. That's going to be Lucid tagging up a player over by the car. He's going to spot that player sliding through. The bomb is going to get hopped onto to try and get the defuse, as Lucid's in the 1 versus 1 now. Will he clutch things up? This is a 1 versus 1, and he gets it! Lucid gets it! The ice in the veins! Team Clarity get the win. Lucid gets the kill in the drop shot, as he was nearly daggered, knifed, absolutely slit open by this ambitious Trey player for Autentii Esports. But Team Clarity, they fight back. They say you can take that hard point. We will answer you with the Search and Destroy. They brought it the distance. They almost closed it out the round before, but the distance came, and the distance they were able to close out. Great work from the side of Team Clarity, as they were able to really work as a team to really collectively get the job done in this one. As we see things evened out at 1 apiece in this series tonight. Team Clarity playing with their first round of the playoffs life on the line here, and the side of Autentii Esports trying to close things out tonight if they can get the series to go their way. But we'll be right back, folks, after I go to the breakdown screen to give you guys a look at the maps to come, as we're going to see this one extend to 4 maps at least. Yo, what is up, folks? We are back. We have more Call of Duty action coming you guys' way right now. This is the next one. This is gonna be the domination on Petrograd between Team Clarity and Autentii Esports, with the scores tied in this series 1-1. Autentii Esports dropping the ball in the search and destroy, choking when they had the opportunity to take it and put themselves up 2-0. And Team Clarity clutching things up here at the end with a massive 1-versus-1 clutch up from Lucid. He definitely has to be shaking with excitement and honor right now, as he made his team proud, his org proud, his players proud, like his teammates proud, and himself proud. Great work from them. But now, opening things off in this domination, we're going to see a very back and forth bloody B fight, as that's sort of how this map tends to play out, as things are just absolutely bloody at that B flag, because you're playing from A and you're playing from C, and you're playing for that B flag, and you can pretty much hold the 2 flag hold from either side. The favorite side being C, in my opinion, but you know, some people might argue, you know, A side might be better, or people argue that they're both even. Nonetheless, these players are really playing it with a lot of grit, and both these teams are seeming to have maybe a few different ideas for how they want to play this one, as we're seeing Autentii Esports look to get a neutral and even get the neutral on C, while B gets capped up by Team Clarity in the process. They're now going to be sitting on a 2 flag cap. Now, can Autentii Esports do anything in the middle of the map here? As Trey, he's going to be playing from bottom coffee shop, or whatever you want to call that spot. I like to also call it bottom restaurant. As he's going to be sitting down there, playing from those doorways, trying to catch some players. And it looks like so far he's not going to really catch anything except for a few bullets from Lucid here. As over at Waterside by the ambulance, we're going to find Brizzy, who is the outstanding player on the side of Autentii Esports' last respawn. And he's going to get himself an outstanding 2-piece right there with some great ingenuity and reflexes to get that jump shot to kill off the last player behind the cop car there. And he's going to get himself over to C and look to even get it fully capped up for his side. As B flag is in the hands of Autentii Esports, they're going to look to start getting themselves a bit of a lead here, as they're holding 2 flags for the time being. But number 7, that's going to be Invictus, gets himself up into hazmat window and is looking to play a bit of play spoiler here with his teammate in CCLP Money, who are going to get back in dirty over by C. And Invictus is going to jump straight into Trey, who just gets rid of his partner there. And that's going to be 2 kills coming in for Trey. 2 massive ones. Sam Booster getting himself 2 massive kills as well on the board, as he himself is sitting at 8-5. Sin sitting at 8-4. And over on the other side, we see some low numbers from the side of Clarity in comparison. But there's still 1 minute and 40 seconds left of this domination for the first half, and then a second half to still get played out. So there's a lot more left in this one, especially when you see the scoreline this close between these 2 teams on this map. This map really spells for a lot of close scores, especially when the teams seem to be super evenly matched in their slaying at the moment. And that's Remarks. He's going to get himself 2 massive kills. CCLP Money going to join in the fun in getting a kill on Brizzy, the overachiever on the side of Autentii Esports last time these 2 met in the respawn earlier on in the series. And Remarks unfortunately running out of bullets right there in the clip. It's going to force him to reload and get taken out, as Sins and Invictus are going to get trades coming on in on this point for their teams. And in the end, it looks like Team Clarity are going to be able to win out the trades at B and get themselves the B flag. And you're going to see a pesky number 4 lying down in the tracks. That's Sandbooster, holding some absolutely weird angles there. But for now, it's going to be Team Clarity on the back foot, because they're also without a home flag. Now B flag being their home flag. That's unfortunate work there, but they're going to be able to get themselves that C flag, and now the defense is going to really have to hold true here over at B. And that's going to be 2 massive kills from Marks. He's going to look to try to get another one, maybe not, as now it's going to be up to number 7 playing from that window to try and stop the next B flag push. And that C flag looking to get neutralized in the back here. It's going to be Invictus having to run all the way around and try to stop this as the cap comes through. A point is going to come through for Autentii, and that's going to be a close score by 10, but still a lead. Going over to Autentii Esports in the end here is 76-66. Great work from the side of Autentii to keep themselves ahead going into the second half. Now, will they have that favored, in my opinion, side of C spawns to open things off here? It's going to be interesting, and they are going to get flowers to start things off here. That's going to be big for them, as maybe this will really help them make that lead even larger. But they're going to be slow to cap their flag, and that's going to maybe get themselves one less tick here. Nope, that's going to get, yeah, that's going to get them one less tick here than this side of Team Clarity. But how much will that one tick mean? Not really a lot, as the nade's going to come out, blowing up the ambulance, and that B flag going to go over, as it's I think I'm going to say hopefully for the side of Team Clarity. They have all those players on it, but Tress, he's going to come in there and he's going to take out two. The flag's still going to go over to Clarity. It's going to make it over to Clarity. But Trace, he's still going to continue to do such a great job here. Invictus is going to get a nade in and get a kill. But Autentii Esports stack that B flag, and they're going to be able to convert that B flag over to red. But A flag now going to be in contention for the side of Autentii and be in the eyes of Autentii right now. As they're going to get that neutralized, they're going to be sitting nice and comfortable with two flags being capped. And Brizzy, he's going to go off, get himself 3 massive kills here. Trey, he's going to get 2. The action is non-stop right now for Autentii Esports, as they're doing such a great job. Trey getting a 3rd kill. Gets himself on a 3-kill streak. Make that 4 before getting shut out there. But Brizzy on a 3-kill streak of his own right now. Maybe to extend this to 4, as he's going to maybe look to take out some players lurking bottom restaurant. But VL, he's going to get himself a triple kill. That's going to be massive in holding this side of Team Clarity back behind A. And this is just how powerful, when I say C side is favored on this side, this is just how powerful it can be, as these players from Team Clarity are going to have so much trouble here. VL adding insult to injury, taking out one of their players that's supposed to be holding that power position, even going to get another one. That's going to be a 5 streak for him. Sand Booster on 4 himself before getting taken out. But VL doing unspeakable things to the side of Team Clarity from behind, absolutely dominating them all over the place. But finally, Team Clarity looking to find some roses amongst the thorns, and they're going to be able to grab themselves that B flag. And VL, though, he's going to have something to say about this, as he's going to be able to get one, but Frosty's nade's going to be able to take VL and Trey out and keep B flag in holds for Team Clarity. Now can Clarity grab hold of one of the home flags of A or C? That's going to be very important for them to really get a hold of one of those, not have to spawn out by apps, deep at apps, because that's a very bad spawn to have, as A and C are being held perfectly and flawlessly, B flag being held to a neutral. But Team Clarity finally looking like they're gonna maybe grab a hold of C flag over by Flowers finally, after a long stint of not having any points go their way here. Autentii Esports with such a nice lead here, a cushion of about 40 points. What can Autentii Esports, how can Autentii Esports possibly drop this with 1:40 left? I don't know how, but Team Clarity, they're looking like they're going to grab a hold of B here off of a great kill coming out of Lucid. But he's going to look to just play through B and not actually cap it, as the rest of his players are going to be looking and trying hard to grab a hold of C or A, and unfortunately nothing's going to go their way. Autentii Esports are going to be able to stop the side of Team Clarity from grabbing any more points in the second half early, as Team Clarity has been absolutely snuffed at every corner here. This is like me watching Survivor when I was a kid and Jeff snuffing the torches of different people on the island getting voted out, and that's pretty much what Autentii Esports is doing to Team Clarity. They're snuffing so many torches out here. They're practically saying, you guys are out, you guys are gone, this is it. We're forcing you guys back to a hard point with a lead for ourselves that'll put us into series point and playoff round point. But what can the side of Team Clarity do? Can they regain off of this loss and domination and get themselves a hardpoint win coming next. That's going to be a tough one. It's also going to be one on Ramaza, which is one of my favorite hardpoint maps to play on. And Autentii Esports definitely feeling proud after this one, and Team Clarity really wanting to wipe the slate clean and just forget about this one, put this map behind them as they're playing this one out. Autentii Esports can only say positives to them, and Team Clarity, keep up the good work in terms of your efforts, as unfortunately you're unable to really come up with much. 2 flags at the end of this one, but this one's already been, it's been over for the last, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, maybe even a minute, as Autentii Esports able to take this one 176 comfortably up against the 109 from Team Clarity. Beautiful performance from the side of Autentii Esports. As we're going to be going into this next one, Sand Booster, highlight player for the side of Autentii Esports, dropping 31. Big work from him. Now, next up is going to be the Ramaza hardpoint. This is hardpoint number 2, map number 4 of the series. We'll be on with that one after I get an ad popped up and I get things situated for that map in the technical side of things. So, everybody stay tuned, as we have more coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and yes, I do see some familiar faces in chat right now from the side of Team Violence. Congratulations on obviously moving on over to the next round, the semifinals, being the second team to punch your ticket into the semifinals. Unfortunately, it was through a forfeit from your opponents, but nonetheless, congratulations. You guys are for the first seed. Showed a dominant performance against that team last week, and now this time around don't need to really break a sweat. But both of the teams you guys are watching right now, G and Opposing, shout out to you guys. But both of the teams you guys are watching, they are sweating it out right now, and Autentii Esports seems to be the one that's been the most successful. But Team Clarity, they have spawns for P2 here on this one, and maybe they can find a bit of success from that. But right now, Autentii Esports is finding so much success in this kill feed, and so much success when it comes to points on this on this first hill, but Team Clarity not done yet, as they're going to jump on this point and start to grab some time for themselves and start to grab some points for themselves. As Frosty, he's going to get gunned out after getting a kill across the top coffee, and that's going to be good for him. Give him a bit of a warm-up there and help his team sort of get a few points on the board so that they don't start things off at 0 going into the next. As Team Clarity, they're going to be holding on quite well through this hill for the first wave of players, as unfortunately the player in Remarks is not going to be able to grab any kills on these entry players for the side of Autentii Esports, as they're going to get rid of that player behind the bar here. Remarks is going to take out one. Can he take out another? No, he gets taken out as he gets up, and that's going to be Autentii Esports continuing to see themselves with a bit of comfort. Oh no, it's going to be Clarity. But Autentii Esports not going to find comfort, as they're going to be late to the party over by number 3, as Remarks is going to get in there. But now they're going to be able to beat Team Clarity to it, as Autentii Esports just for a moment looked like they had stumbled moving on over to P3, but instead they're able to leap ahead there. Remarks going to get a big kill before getting traded out here. Now what can the rest of this Autentii Esports side do here? As they're going to be playing with this point, playing with some spawns. And Trey, he's going to be playing in the territory of these blue players from the side of Team Clarity. He's going to catch another kill here, continuing to extend his kill streak, but that's going to be it for his kill streak, as now it's going to be Sins, the point man for the side of Autentii Esports right now on this one, grabbing the 20 seconds of scrap here. He's going to be on his kill streak here, and Sam Booster on 4, make that 5. He's going to be lighting things up right now on the feed. Let's jump over to his POV as Trey. He's going to get himself 2. Now Sam Booster going to look to play a position to help his team really get comfortable on this P4. Bottom broken here, or lower broken. And he's going to play the stairwell. He's going to spawn 1. He's going to spot the 2nd. That's going to be 2 massive kills coming through. Is he going to reload the clip? He is going to get the reload to come through. He's going to drop on down. He's on his 7 streak. Can he extend this to make it any larger? As he's going to throw a nade out. He's going to not catch that player, but that player is going to pop up. He's going to get the kill on him. And that's going to be Autentii Esports playing on the back foot here, as Team Clarity sweep on into that hill and are able to grab as much control of it as they need. But for only 20 seconds left, Autentii Esports looking nice and comfortable, setting up for this P5 already. As we're going to see number 5, that's going to be Autentii Esports' VL playing from a tricky spot. They're getting taken out as Lucid checks his corners. Lucid going to make his way around from the outer side of this P5 and get taken out in the alley, coming out of the alley. That's going to be Autentii Esports now with control at this point, with the trophy down, blocking a ton of nades from this opening here by Sandbags. And that's going to be Autentii Esports stopping wave after wave. Will Team Clarity be able to muster much here on this point, or will we just see a flawless holdout of Autentii Esports? Autentii Esports looking so good here. And our Team Clarity looking lights out already. But there is still 4 minutes left of this one. There's still time on the clock. There's still points to be made for the side of Autentii Esports, as they're going to be rearing around to 100 points away from winning this map and ultimately winning this playoff matchup against this side of Team Clarity 2-0. As right now you're seeing some great work out of the side of Autentii, but Team Clarity looking to try to match that right now with some great play of their own. But Sand Booster, he's going to have something to say about it as he gets himself some massive kills here, putting himself on a 2-kill streak. Can he extend that to 3? He is going to get that. He's going to get the 3rd kill there. Can he maybe get a 4th here as he's playing with the AR, very deadly at range. Maybe catch that player. No, the other player on his team is going to get it, but he's going to mooch off a kill from the side here. And he's going to play, and he's going to be ready for that other player. That's going to be 5 kills in a row. Make that 6. He's on an absolute spree right there before getting taken out as Trey. He's going to be sitting on that point, grabbing more time, soaking up more time. And that's a lot of time that Team Clarity cannot afford to hand over, but they have already done so. And this is very, very dire for them, as Team Clarity feeling so comfortable right now. Up by over 100 points over their opposition. Autentii Esports playing textbook at this point and really sending this Team Clarity side home with so many points ahead. Team Clarity putting themselves in a ton of gunfights, trying to play as scrappy as you can for some more points here. Some points to close this gap, some points to make it look a little less embarrassing, some points to put them over 100 so they don't get a 100-point club and things off to end their league, their life in the league. But it looks like it's about to be so, as Remarks unfortunately gets taken out, but Invictus is there to trade. That's going to be some time going on over to the boys of Clarity, but not enough to get past 100, as we're going to see Autentii Esports on the early rotation, early entry to the point. Now can they get this point to tick through and tick past 250? They are 10 seconds away from doing this. They're 5 seconds away from booking themselves into the next round of the ALG playoffs, league playoffs for the Masters League, and they do it convincingly. They secure their ticket. We will see them in the next round up against, I think, potentially up against Team Violence, but I can't be for certain. It's either Violence or up against the team of Vast Unity. It's one of the two, but this was an absolutely impressive feat from them, as we saw a completely different beast out of Team Clarity here than what we've seen in previous series. They looked so good. GG's. And I don't know what message has been message was sent in that chat. I'm gonna switch over to the breakdown screen really quickly, folks. As yeah, so that one ends there. Great work for the side of Autentii Esports, as they were able to take this one in a 4-map series and book their ticket into the next round of the playoffs. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for spectating this series with me and enjoying it. I hope to see you guys either tomorrow or Sunday. It's one of the two. That's going to be when we see the last match of, potentially the last match of the first round, the quarterfinals of the playoffs, folks. As I'm going to head out, folks. Thank you